starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Alban. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Others through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus. And with me always is...
Dan Alban here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm doing great.
Yeah, man, it's summertime, right?
Summertime.
Yeah, the pools are open.
Yeah.
The weather's hot.
The weather is hot.
And it's on time, man. It's the Guitar Gurus.
That's right, man. You think of those smoking hot guitars and this smoking hot heat. It's a symbiotic relationship.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
All the live performances.
Oh, so many.
Yeah,
I can't even begin to tell you about the excitement to see everybody out and about playing right now. Wow, here we are, man. It's happening.
1 year later. Wow. Drastic turn, man.
It's great.
Venues were shutting down a year ago. Now they're filled with people and business is back, it seems like.
That's right.
That's cool, man. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more thrilled to be here tonight to preview what's coming up in Southern Maryland this weekend music-wise, man. Got a great little sampler coming up in just a minute, but dude, tonight's episode 106. What do you think about that?
106. That's amazing, man.
Right, man.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy to still be doing this, man.
Yeah, man. We're two guys, two bros.
Yeah, doing the thing, man.
Hanging out on Tuesday nights, Gurus Days, and taping a show for 106 times plus.
Plus.
Yeah, so dude, it's cool. It's cool, man. We're here.
Yeah, it's no small feat, man.
Yeah, but I'm thirsty, and I want to shout out the last week's guest, but it was 2 weeks ago because we were off last week. But
that's right.
I want to shout out Francis Urieta, the professor, man.
Yeah.
Here you go, bud.
That pop is for you, my man.
Yeah, he came on, told his story. He got into several characters.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, dude, that's the first time, man. It was kind of cool, inventive. I like that type of interaction on the phone. He was real creative, put some thought, some time into it, man.
Yeah.
So, big shout out, Francis, the professor of Southern Maryland. If you see him in a show, go check it out, because one, he doesn't play out that often, but when he does, it's worth the attendance.
There it is.
So that's cool, man. Thanks for coming on last week. But this week, dude, wow, man. We got a cool show tonight.
Yes, we do.
God, do we have a cool show. So, first up, instead of David Higgins being here tonight for the Southern Maryland Chronicle doing the Higgy on the beat, Dan Alban, you're going to fill in for Higgy. You're going to read us the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler provided by Lynn Arion, local musicologist and caretaker of everything music Southern Maryland.
Pretty much. That's correct. Good analogy of that.
Right, so we're going to preview the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, have all the bands that are coming up, but pay attention to Facebook on Thursdays because Higgy releases the full schedule. He shares Lynn's thing, and it's a whole thing. So,
and if it's anything like we've been seeing, wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be huge.
What
I'm saying
a lot of work Lynn puts into this because these lists have been huge.
That's right, dude. Big time. After that, we'll transition right into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. And this week we got the fantastic PRS SE Zach Myers guitar. How cool is that, man?
That's awesome.
The pictures turned out fabulous.
Yes, they did.
People are reacting to it. They like it.
Yeah.
They like it. That's cool. I liked having it in studio, and it was a blast to play. So we'll talk about that soon enough. But that'll be the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week.
That's right.
Yeah. Then after that, we'll transition right into one of the most dynamic segments in all of podcasting, talk radio, what have you, what nots. But it's Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 Seconds, man. Sean plays in the band More. Going to catalog another week in his life of playing live music and doing his audio teching at Alien Audio with his buddy Aaron that I used to work with at Hot Licks. Shout out Aaron. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. So that'll be Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 Seconds, man.
Very cool.
That's the standard show.
Yeah.
Right there, dude. That's just awesomeness. Reeks of awesomeness. Right?
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We're going to get reset and come back up. And in the second half of the show, our featured guest this week is Rob Blake, lead guitarist for 3 Days of Rain, man. How awesome is that, dude?
Big Rob.
Right, and he's going to have some fantastic big news to break tonight. It's going to be cool, and I'll tease it like this so everybody listening. So Big Rob Blake's coming on the show, drop some big news, and I believe it involves you, right?
That's possibly the rumor.
All right, there's the tease.
You got to tune in to find out.
Yeah, you're already here, so leave that dial alone and get your beverages ready because it's going to be the Guitar Gurus tonight, man.
That's right.
And that's the show, dude. What do you think about that?
Got a great show. Great show tonight, everybody.
Man, dude.
Sit back, crack a beer, and let the gurus take care of you tonight.
That's right, dude.
Chime in with the chat, people. Chime in with the chat. We love interacting and hearing from you.
Right, and definitely check us out on Instagram.
Yeah.
You can definitely catch me at Dan Harsha. Just dial it in. But always putting stuff up. It's kind of like the unsung social media profile for me.
Yeah.
I really don't do the Facebook that hard anymore because I just feel Instagram's more appropriate for what I'm putting out there.
You know, this
If
is
that
funny.
makes sense, right?
It's funny you mention that.
Yeah.
I still do the Facebook. And I'm old, and I will let all of you hear this right now, and I'm
Right.
not ashamed of it. I have
Right.
no fucking clue how Instagram works. I've been on it for a few years. DanMan22. I think I've got 10 posts. I don't even know how I pulled those off.
Dan Man 22.
It's sad.
So you got Dan Man 22 and Dan Harsha.
Yeah. Just do yourself a favor. Just go to Dan Harsh's Instagram.
Yeah, check it out, man. I'm always putting up just
Or
guitars.
the Guru's Instagram. Just don't even bother with me. I just don't know what I'm doing. So if anybody wants to call me and give me a tutorial, please, by all means.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So I'll stick with the Facebook.
All right, well,
Since
there
I
it is.
understand
Hey,
how that works.
That's your wheelhouse, man. I know your wheelhouse.
That's right. And don't forget, you can catch your favorite episodes on Spotify
Yeah.
and on YouTube. We're all over the place,
Dude,
guys.
the YouTube catalog is the unsung hero of the show.
That is the archive.
It's the massive amount of archive. Every episode is there on the YouTube servers. We're not trying to make a penny off the episodes.
Nope.
They're there just so you can pull them up in quick, fashionable order, man.
Yeah.
How awesome is that, dude?
Yeah, go back and check
dude,
'em out,
And
man.
you look at the view counts, I'm like, dude, no one uses this. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some views on some episodes, but generally, it's the unsung archive of the show.
It is true.
Yep, so check it out if you can. I mean, if you haven't subscribed yet, I mean, literally just click the subscribe button. It's free. It'd be awesome. Share it
Yeah.
with your friends, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, if you really have a grudge against us and you don't want to give us any money, it doesn't cost you any money to subscribe.
That's right.
If you guys have been, the former guests, you guys can go back and listen to your old interviews.
Yeah.
And sit there and go, wow, I did stay on track with what I talked about. My goal was.
Right.
Or you could go back and you could say, I didn't do anything like I was talking about doing 2 years ago. I need to get back on track.
Right, dude. Well, dude, I'm trying to get some new riffs cranking, new tones going, new guitars coming into the studio. I'm doing my thing, man.
There you go.
But I'm going to throw you the mic, man. I think it's time to get the show off to the start, right? All right. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to take a deep breath here.
All right.
If I were you, I wouldn't. But
Oh, all right. So it's Higgy on the beat with Dan Alban. Dan Alban, there you go, buddy. Go for it.
good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dan Alban, filling in for David Higgins this week. And welcome to Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru studio.
That's overfilled with guitars.
That's right. It's overfilled with guitars. So let's get started with what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, courtesy of Linarion. Okay,
Linarion.
let's pop open that sampler. What do you say? All right, Friday, June 11th at 5 p.m., we have John Lusky at the Happy Harbor Restaurant in Deal, Maryland. 6 p.m., 3 Days of Rain will be at the Swan Point Country Club down in Swan Point, Maryland.
Uh-oh, Swan pointing it up.
That's right. 8 p.m., 81 proof. That's Justin and Wes, you know the guys. They'll be at
Wes
Hills.
Rice and Justin Miles,
That's
man.
right.
81 proof,
That's right.
son.
So they'll be at the Hills Country Store. I didn't know you were going to do that. All right, yeah. We don't edit, so this is all happening.
Love it.
All right, at 9 p.m., we have Hydra Effects at the Port Tobacco Marina down in Port Tobacco, Maryland. Moving on to Saturday, June 12th, 12 p.m., Sam Groves in town.
Oh, yeah, man.
He'll be at the Millwood Car and Bike Rally in Welcome, Maryland. Yeah,
Hey,
right
there it is,
Chuck
man.
County, baby.
That's right.
8 p.m., we have the Justin Miles Experience. That's a full band show. Sea Breeze Tiki Bar down in Mechanicsville.
That's right.
Jay Shade and the Boys in Social at 8:30 at Cancun Cantina over in Hanover, Maryland.
Right.
9 p.m., Billy Breslin will be at the Green Turtle in California. Then moving on to your Sunday Fun Day. Sunday, June 13th, 1 p.m., Kayla Chafee and Johnny Brown will be at the Ruddy Duck and Solomon's. At 2 p.m., you've got Shortcut Sunny at Robin Hill Farm and Vineyard in Brandywine. Also at 2 p.m., Borderline Blues, Stoney's Clark's Landing in Hollywood.
That's cool.
And then rounding out your Sunday Fun Day at 3 p.m., Greg Barrick. Yeah, that's right, that ginger god, that beast. He will be at Dockside Restaurant and Sports Bar over in Deal. That's going to be a good time right there. It always is. Remember, everybody, when going out in public,
Well, dude, it's
follow the rules of the establishment you're in.
right because they're calling their own shots now. I
Yeah,
believe.
so be mindful of where you are. If they have a set of rules, be mindful of them and enjoy yourselves. And also, if you're partaking in adult beverages, please have a DD or plan Uber or Lyft. Be responsible. And always enjoy and support local music and the places that are making these things available to you to enjoy.
That's right.
Helping everyone get back on their feet. That's what it's all about. So you guys have a good time. This is only a sampler. That main list will come out. It's already out. When you're listening to this, it just came out.
Right. It comes out Thursday around 4-ish.
And they're huge now. The
Yeah,
lists are huge.
it's insane. You need an index to go through the list.
You really do.
Oh, the list is an index.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
All right, cool. All right, well, dude, thanks for filling in for Higgy this week. That was awesome. But we're immediately going to transition into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week, my friend. And this week we got the PRS SC Zach Myers semi-hollow electric guitar in the color called Myers Blue. So, man, he really got into his signature. Got a special color named after him. So that's cool, man. So, dude, Zach Myers, the guitarist for Shinedown, he's a PRS player through and through. When he was given a chance to redesign his signature model, he jumped at the opportunity. The newly updated SC Zach Myers semi-hollow body electric guitar now features a maple neck, a matching flame maple headstock overlay, and his signature Myers Blue finish. The semi-hollow mahogany body and maple top create a nicely balanced tonal foundation, while the strikingly figured veneer ensures you and your guitar are the center of attention. You get two 245S humbuckers with individual volume and tone controls that create that vintage-inspired tone with punchy attack. Aside from its good looks and superb tone, this guitar sports a rosewood fingerboard, PRS designed tuning machines, and a single F-hole for that airy sound that semi-hollows are all about, man.
Right. This
This is the PRS SC Zach Myers, man. And it was awesome to have it here at the studio this weekend, man. This past weekend. The 245S pickups pump out vintage-inspired tones. All right, so the guitars fitted with them. They're inspired by the humbuckers found on vintage guitars. These pickups are clear and punchy with a perfect dash of harmonic content. Guitarists at Island Music Company appreciate how these pickups can conjure up tones from mellow chords just as quickly as they can produce screaming high-gain tones, all while retaining their clarity. So it was kind of crazy this weekend, me jamming on the guitar, cranking it in here with the semi-hollow, right? So it can do it all, man. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. Let's talk about the semi-hollow construction. All right, with its thin line construction, the PRS SC Zach Myers semi-hollow body electric guitar sets itself apart from many other PRS instruments. By using this popular construction technique, PRS and Myers have created an instrument that sings with sustain and feedback resistant, the feedback resistant nature of a solid body, while emboldening its tone and extra air and sweetness. Not to mention, this also makes the PRS SC Zach Myers a much lighter instrument for the marathon gig sessions. And you can appreciate that being a bass player, how heavy an instrument gets after a long time playing.
No doubt. No doubt.
So that's definitely cool. That's what I love about semi-hollows, and full hollow body guitars will trip you out real quick of how light they are.
Wow. You almost gotta ask yourself, do I have it in my hand?
Oh, right. But dude, what's also cool about this guitar is the incredibly comfortable neck. It's a PRS trademark. Zach Myers' signature SC guitar has a maple neck with a pattern wide fat neck profile. That's how they do it at PRS. They don't do letters. They call it pattern wide fat. So how do you like your neck? Pattern wide fat.
Yeah, give me the Alban. Pattern wide fat neck.
The neck carve fills up your hand nicely. It's just like vintage Alban.
That's right.
Yeah, just like vintage Alban from Kalamazoo, Michigan. In the 50s and 60s. It's exceptionally comfortable for chording and adds sustain and thickness to your guitar's tone. Capping the neck is a warm-sounding rosewood fretboard adorned with Paul Reed Smith's instantly identifiable bird in flight inlays.
Yeah, no mistaking those birds, man.
No.
You know whose guitar that is, man.
That's right, dude. But, dude, seriously, awesome guitar. Super stoked to be one of the first guys to have access to it here in this area, because this is the new redesign. As far as I know, it's not available anywhere on the internet yet. The island has got the first shipment or something.
That happens a lot over there. I've noticed through these guitars.
Yeah, they get them 2, 3, 4 weeks before everybody else does. So
they really do.
They got that gap of time, man. Yeah. So if you're in a hurry, they have you.
That's right.
But yeah, that's cool. But dude, so start thinking about this. So it's PRS SE import. We're going to go over the tech specs, then we're going to get to how much it costs. So I still want you calculating, getting it going, man. 'Cause this one's a doozy. It's going to throw you off. All right.
I love these.
It's a little difficult. All right. So it's an import model. Okay. Tech specs are as follows. It's a 6-string guitar. It's right-handed. It's a semi-hollow body construction, and it's a SC Zach Myers body shape. The body material is mahogany. The top material is a figured maple. The body finish has a gloss body finish. The color is Myers blue. The neck material is rosewood. The neck shape is pattern wide fat. Neck joint is set neck, a 10-inch radius. I already said it earlier, but the fingerboard material is rosewood. The fingerboard inlay is the PRS Birds, 22 frets, medium jumbo size fret, so it made playing easy. 24.5-inch scale length, a nut width of 1.6875 inches. It's a synthetic bronze powder blend nut, so it was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely seen all these exotic nut materials coming.
You don't see this one very often.
Nope. It's got the PRS adjustable stop tail bridge, PRS design tuners, of course the 245S humbuckers. It's got 2-volume, 2-tone, a 3-way toggle pickup switch, comes with 9s, and a gig bag. And the gig bag's nice.
Dude, the PRS gig bags are nice.
Super nice gig bag.
Right.
Super nice gig bag. So yeah.
Yeah, they don't mess around with those gig bags.
No, man. So Alban, man, everybody out there and listening in will come to that point And now I got to know, man, how much do you think this thing cost, Alban?
All
What
right,
is the cost of this guitar?
Here we go. Is this the same one that he played in the Zack Attack?
This is the new redesign.
Oh, shit. This is Zach Myers' guitar. I thought it
Yeah.
was Zach Morris.
No, not from Saved by the Bell.
Just kidding, everyone.
They played that one show at the Max.
Yeah, Zack Attack.
I was there.
Were you there? Did they play all the
I was
songs you wanted?
backstage. I was backstage, man.
Did they play every song you wanted them to play?
Dude, Screech had me on the list.
Oh, got you in, huh?
Yeah, well, dude, I met him at what's that place over there?
That place over there.
Yeah, in White Plains.
Yeah.
At Martini's.
At Martini's.
No, I met him at Martini's. He put me
Yeah.
on the list for the Zack Attack.
For the Zack Attack. This one's got. I'm BSing to give you guys time to throw your guesses up.
Right.
That's what I always do.
Right.
And I am just befuddled by this, actually.
All right, so it's an import model.
got
So
that.
it's not made stateside.
That's right.
Shipped overseas. SC model, semi-hollow body, humbuckers.
Yeah.
A lot of the different exotic materials. We just talked about the nut being that synthetic bronze powder material. I mean, a lot of different features here, and we got a fantastic value tonight.
All right. So with that, Alban's guest on Guitar of the Week, provided by Island Music, La Plata, Maryland, is just gonna pull the Band-Aid off, man, because I really struggling with this one.
Sure.
I'm gonna say $11.99.
Wow, we're building value here on the Guitar Gurus to a sum of a lot of money. The price of this guitar at Island Music Company right now, $829.
Oh, you damn!
How about that?
Wow.
And I know they got more than one in stock, so y'all can all rush down there and get one. Everybody can get one.
Dude.
How about that, dude? They got the lead on it. They got the lead on the Zach Myers.
It really messed me up this week.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be an $1,100.
It should be, but the way PRS does their imports, they own their factory now.
Aha.
They're not paying someone to do it anymore. They
They-
build them themselves. They just have their factory over there. That's why the quality is at an all-time high.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best strategy. There's people living over there directing how they do things.
Yeah.
And then all the guitars get shipped stateside, checked out over there on the Eastern Shore, then shipped to store.
Wow.
So, I mean, dude, they're doing it right, man.
They are. They do
Look,
do it right.
I'm a Fender guy. Everybody knows that. But
Yeah.
I respect the PRS brand.
Absolutely.
I have a John Mayer Silver Sky
Yeah.
because I wanted PRS's best version of an S body. I got it
Yeah.
on the wall.
I
Nothing
know.
to be gone. So
I
I'm
look
all
at it
in.
every day.
I love it. So it's cool.
But it messed me up, man, because I think pre-show we were talking about this guitar, and I told you, I said, man, this one's really got me kind of befuddled because I don't look these up ahead of time because it takes the fun out of it.
right.
And then I remember saying, like, your last two numbers before the decimal were always either 49 or 99. Well, guess what? That theory just got blown out of the water
boom.
because this was 29.
Right. I knew I was
So here I am again questioning everything that.
right. That's awesome.
Damn, that messed me up. $829.
What a value, though, man.
Seriously,
I mean,
the gig bag's worth what? $150?
Nah, it's probably $100 gig bag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
being
okay.
fair. I'm not going to over embellish the gig bag just to over embellish, but
Sure.
$100 would be fair because it's really nice, super nice gig bag, better than any gig bag Fenders put in their shit. I'm telling you, dude,
Right.
love them to death, but fuck their gig bags. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, let's see
no-
some thumbs up for that one.
All right, but no, PRS gig bags are awesome. This one had it. The fit and finish were for real. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Awesome.
In stock at Island Music, $829 flat plus tax.
Nice.
Boom, dude. Boom. That's Guitar of the Week. I can't wait to get back down there and get one this week. We're gonna see what Jack and the boys throw at me this weekend. Man.
Isn't it great?
And Gunny, I don't know what your comment meant. The it's not book matched. He was saying that the lines were matching up. And I'm like, dude, what if you were drinking that day?
I couldn't understand if he meant like the seam down the middle, like the pattern wasn't matching up on each side.
Is
of the
that what he
body.
didn't like?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they got book matched and non-book matched.
Right. They're two very distinct things. They don't do that on purpose.
Yeah, book match is really expensive.
Right.
Really expensive. You only see that at the highest level.
Yeah, if you want that exact preciseness, you're paying for it.
Yeah, But no, I like the off center.
Some people do.
It let you know there's two different pieces of wood there.
Well, sure. Some people do. Some people do
I know,
not,
but it's cool. But it's all good. At least you're watching, Gunny.
Exactly.
That's what matters. That's
paying
what's cool.
attention, my man.
You're paying attention and interacting.
Yep. And here at the Guitar Gurus, we take your concerns very seriously, and we do agree.
I'll agree to disagree.
There it is.
Yeah, nice.
But thanks for paying attention.
Yeah, that's good. All right, dude. We're gonna fire up the phone system, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, give me some soothing tones because it's time for Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 seconds.
It's time for Sean in 60 seconds, right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show with Sean Kirkpatrick, right here tonight, bringing us another fantastic episode.
There it is. Phone system's cranking, dude. See if we can get a
buttery voice coming up.
Yeah. Scratching the shit out of it with the mic. Come on, Sean.
He likes the dramatic.
He does.
Liberty Gurus.
Hey, what's
There
up,
he
man?
is.
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing. Just trying to get it set up.
We have missed that buttery goodness, buddy.
Trying to get it set up. I thought you guys were already ready to go.
Oh, yeah, we are, dude. We're
Shit,
taping.
we don't know what the hell we're doing.
No, you're the first phone call of the night, man. Alban had to fill in for Higgy.
What's going on with Higgy?
We got to talk about his attendance.
He's busy on the beat.
Yeah. I saw some stuff was going on recently. I saw him posting stuff on Facebook. So
Yeah.
All is well with him.
Yeah, all's well as far as I know.
well, that's good. That's good.
So how are you?
How are you?
I am very well. I'm cooling off. You know, it was a freaking muggy hot day. It's been muggy hot days all week.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been ridiculous. So I'm sitting in the AC and having a Mully's Blood Orange Blonde, enjoying myself.
Good for you, man.
Nice.
Yeah, guys. But man, so much has happened in the past 2 weeks. It's been ridiculous.
Sweet.
Fill us in.
So I did sound for a band called Glamour Kitty. I think I've told you about the Glamour Kitty already. They're another 80s tribute band.
Yeah.
Their singer has been filling in for our singer. So
Oh, cool.
it was kind of a neat dynamic. I finally got to go out and check them out. You know, I've been hearing about Glamour Kitty for years now and just never got a chance to see him. You know, our schedules just always collided. So the bass player, Joe, by the end of the night, he had he decided he was going to message my dad because apparently they like, you know, everybody likes the Jetty and likes my dad and stuff like that. So they messaged him and said, "Hey Mike, we got a new favorite sound guy."
Oh,
man.
I was like, "No,
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
right."
Shit.
But yeah, man, like, so the drummer for Glamour Kitty he carries his own drum riser around with him. They got a whole pad set up for their kit, for the drum set. So it's all triggered. Like, there's no live drums.
Oh, wow.
So,
Damn.
yeah, it was a little weird at first because, you know, I mean, I start off from a baseline mix that's already got EQs on the channels and stuff like that, just so I don't have to, like, go in and redo every single one.
Right.
And throughout the night, I was just flattening out all the EQs on every single channel because like, all the patches are just so good. Like, the kick drum sound, the snare drum sound, toms, the cowbell, all that shit was just very level, and all I had to do was just kind of bring the levels up. I didn't have to EQ them at all, really. I mean, I brought some punch in the kick and everything, but that was about it. So, nuts.
Wow.
Very cool.
Isn't that amazing how that shit works?
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I was a little nervous when I saw the stage fly just because of the amount of stuff that they had going on. So I went ahead and rented some drum mics from Aaron and brought, like, you know, all the stuff that I needed and a bunch of extra cables. I ended up not using none of it.
Wow.
Did you get your money back then?
Did you get your money back?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like it's a safety thing, you know. I just gotta make sure I'm prepared for whatever happens. So I'd like to have everything I need for whatever situation may occur.
I get it.
Yeah. So it's worth it, you know. It was only like $50, so whatever.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I've never returned a movie at Blockbuster and said, "Oh, by the way, I did not watch this Prince of Tides. Can I get my money back?"
Right.
It's
We still had it for a day.
It was worth being prepared, man. So it sounds like he crushed it, man. It's a great
Yeah, man,
gig.
it felt good. It sounded good. It looked good. You know, it was just everybody was having a fun time.
Yeah, is your dad mad at you now?
No, of course not.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
He's a proud papa.
Yeah, that would do it, man.
Yeah. But anyway, we got a. So we basically named this whole summer the summer of singers with my band more.
All right.
Just because we've been cycling through. This will be our third singer coming up here soon. His name is Mike Newberry, who plays with formerly known as Super Bueno. He's got another band now called Wake the Neighbors, and he does solo acoustic acts all over Maryland. And if you ever had a chance to watch his band Super Bueno in the past, he sounds just like the guy from Iron Maiden. It's ridiculous the way he sings. Like he can hit notes that you didn't think of. Like it's we had rehearsal this past weekend,
right?
And his voice was shot. He had done 4 shows over the weekend, so we're like, hey, don't worry about it. You don't have to belt it or nothing like that. But we're just working on structures here, just so that you understand how the song's supposed to go, so that when we do our show, you're aware of the arrangement and everything like that. So I mean, just go ahead and just do spoken word. You don't even have to sing. Well, sure enough, we go and I'm trying to remember what the song's called. It's like it's a Bon Jovi tune where the key changes at the end and it's like super high. Crap. Anyway, he goes into the key change and just is wailing with a rusty voice. Like he hits that key change like nobody hits it before. Like we even have a variation of it where we don't do the key change.
Right.
Just because it's so hard.
That's cool.
So
yeah,
it just blows my mind sometimes. And you know what blows my mind even more is that I can't remember what the fucking song's called.
Living on a Prayer.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that has a key change.
We're halfway there. Yeah. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I don't listen to Bon Jovi, but I love key changes.
Right. So yeah, like every time I play that song, it's almost disappointing sometimes when if it's late at night and everybody's drunk and we get to that key change, we're like, oh, here, let the crowd do it, blah blah blah. So having a singer that can actually pull that off is just insane, and the fact that he was able to pull that off while being rusty and worn down from the 4-day gigs or 4 different gigs over
that's
a
amazing
3-day period.
Dude, that is hardcore. That's amazing. I mean,
yeah,
shit, I know what one gig in a weekend can do. Do you imagine 4? Ugh.
Yeah.
Right, and he's doing like solo acoustic gigs too. Like he had 2 on the day before. He had 2 gigs on Saturday, and we had rehearsal on Sunday. Yeah, he came in just rocked it out like a champ. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be working with him, and just hoping for the best when it comes to our original singer. He's supposed to be back in October, so
now is there any chance of seeing you guys down this way at all?
So this weekend we're actually playing at High Tides in Colonial Beach, which is about the closest to this area that we're going to get at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another place down here that we may end up playing in the future, but aside from Gilligan's, maybe. But I know that they're backed off quite a bit when it comes to bands. Yeah. They're only doing like 4 or 5 events this summer, if that.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, I just wanted to know, man. Like check you out, but I can't always get up to Northern Maryland and all those places. Yeah.
Well, at High Tides, do you know if it'll be high tide when y'all play?
Well, I mean, how often does the hot tide come in?
I don't know. I'm not a mariner.
Twice a day?
Neither am I.
Yeah.
I just thought you would have that fun fact.
You get.
I just hope that I mean, it's. I don't think
What's your
high
definition
tide,
of high?
it's far enough away from the shore that it doesn't matter.
Right.
Depends on what you mean by high tide.
Oh yeah, well my tide's always high.
The tide is high, but I'm rolling. Yeah, so.
And remember, kids, don't do Tide Pods.
No, don't do no. No, that is not recommended here.
Was that on the Tic Tac?
I think that was on the Tic Tac.
Nice.
Well, that's great, man. What else you got this weekend coming up, my man?
Just high tides this weekend.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make it over to the jetty and hang out with my dad. Obviously, he just got some new lights for the backwash there, so I'm excited to see what those look like because he went from just having RGB lights across the back there that were pretty relatively dim LEDs. Now he's got RGB, white and UV LEDs in there, and they're 3 watt or whatever individual big LEDs. So
red, green, blue, white, and what was the last one?
Ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet. That's some 80s skating rink shit. I love that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna look cool, man. It's gonna look cool.
Yeah, man, we got ultraviolet on a couple of the other lights up there too. So when we do like Purple Rain or something like that, the place glows. It's insane.
Looks like Purple Rain's falling.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, check that out.
And they got rid of the carpet on the stage, so none of the stains show up.
Yes.
But didn't that carpet on stage smells so good, man.
Yeah.
Between sweat and spilled beverages and somebody tracked in some dog shit,
Wiped your shoe off on the fucking edge like an asshole. Yeah.
Earlier in the day, they had brunch and Mitzi brought her fucking dog and shit in the parking lot. And she didn't clean it up. Hey, we're in rare. We took a week off, so we're having a little fun tonight, Sean.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, man.
No, that actually brings up a funny point. You're allowed to bring dogs to the jetty, and I've not once seen dog shit on the deck.
That's good. People are responsible. Pet owners.
It's actually blowing my mind right now.
All right. Wow.
It's actually blowing my mind right now that I've never seen anybody pick up dog crap. I've never seen anybody the dogs just don't shit on the beach or on the deck. And I mean, there's plenty of dogs, and the people have brought dogs there for hours.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna let you investigate that weekend and let us know about it next
kudos to
week.
the pet owners, man.
Yeah.
I think they're robots.
They're not.
The dogs are surveillance robots.
Perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, dude. Well, we'll catch you next week. All right.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a great night.
All right, man. We'll
Have a
see
good
you
weekend.
later.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
That's great.
Sean Kirkpatrick, dude. That's awesome, dude.
It's always great.
Woo, man. Woo. Dude, what a show tonight, man.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
We're
good
having
stuff.
fun, man. We're having a good time.
That's right, man. Murph is busting into the studio.
Oh, look at this. He's right here.
Yeah, he's not even waiting to the 45, dude. He says, screw it. All right, so, dude, it's Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, and we'll be right back with our featured guest, Rob Blake, 3 Days of Rain, and it's going to be awesome. We'll talk to you then. Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Alban, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Patch. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Alban?
Yeah, that's great, man. Are you 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure.
All right, yeah, you sound like you are, man. It's good,
Yeah,
man.
man.
The confidence thing.
Yeah.
Southern Maryland's #1 choice.
We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio.
That's correct.
Yeah, man. So, dude, dude, the show's awesome, man. Episode 106. So far, the standard show was sweet. You filled in for David Higgins of the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the Beat.
Always a pleasure.
Yep. We did the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week, which was that awesome PRS SE Zach Myers.
Ah, right.
And fabulous Myers Blue.
That's correct.
Awesome value, $829.
I know. Amazing
Right.
value.
You said $11.99 as your guest.
I did.
I mean, that's super value. That's like $400 right there, you know?
Yeah.
So that's awesome right there. So that was the Guitar of the Week. You spoke to Sean Kirkpatrick of More. Got some little tidbits on how his shows have been going. So that's
Yeah.
cool. Now we took a break and now here we are, man. It's feature guest time.
It's feature guest time.
And this week we got Rob Blake from 3 Days of Rain, man.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm excited about this, man.
Right?
We've had Carly on several times. We've had a couple other people, Jim
Yeah.
Kobe and
Rob.
Rob. You know, now it's Rob's time.
The other Rob's time.
Yeah, oh yeah, Rockin' Rob, not Big Rob.
Right, yeah.
But now it's Big Rob's time.
That's right. So, dude, give me some soothing tones and we'll get the phone system cranking.
All right, it is time for our feature guest on episode 106, Rob Blake. No other than Rob Blake from 3 Days of Rain, right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
All right, it's ringing, dude. We're locking in the signals and we're going to get them on the line momentarily.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. This is going to be awesome tonight. Oh, yeah. Bring in the phone. Come on, Rob.
Hello?
Hey, Rob, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
Shit, yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, dude, we're in studio tonight. We're taping the show. I got Dan Alban with me. Dan Alban, say hi to Rob Blake. 3 Days
Mr.
of Rain.
Rob Blake, how are you this evening, sir?
Dan, doing good, brother. How are you?
Good, man. I'm excited to have you on here, man.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, dude, it is so awesome. It's your time, man. And I've been looking forward to this. I've been excited for days.
That's awesome.
Me too.
Hey, I'm going to pop one for you real quick, Rob. Hold on 1 second, all right? Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to join you real quick. How about that? I don't know if that came through. But
Yeah, I
just
did
popped
hear it. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
That's
Well,
cool.
Look at that. Popped one on the other end, man. Oh,
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
That's a
man.
drink right there when you go,
Here we are having ourselves a nice old-fashioned social on the air.
that's right,
Well-
man. Well, dude, welcome to the show.
Long time listener, man. It's about
Yeah.
time you guys called me.
Baby, dude, I know, dude. We got, we weave our web certain ways, and tonight it's your night, brother.
Tonight is your night, bro.
I'm all for it.
So, dude, let's get this party off to a start because it's going to be a hoot. First of all, let's get the backstory on yourself. When did you start playing guitar? When did you know that was your thing? And just fill us in, dude, and we'll ask you questions.
Yeah, I started, getting into the rock music in the 80s. So when I was 15, I think, 15.
All right.
So that's 33 years ago. I just decided I wanted to play. I told mom and dad I wanted a guitar, so they got me one for Christmas. I got a $100 Epiphone piece of shit for Christmas. Came with this little 15-watt Gorilla amplifier.
Yes, the GG, dude.
Yeah, it looked cool, man. It was like red metallic flake, and it looked like a Strat. Had a locking trem, but if you looked at it funny, it came out of tune. But yeah, that was my first axe, and so I didn't take lessons or anything. I just sort of self-taught. I did give a kid down the road $10 one time to teach me a lesson, and he showed me the pentatonic minor scale. That was like 6 months into it. I didn't even know what to ask him. I didn't ask him to teach me a scale. I just said, teach me something. And he showed me the notes of the scale, took my $10 and left, and left me to it. But yeah, like it came pretty quick for me. Like within 6 months, I was like playing full songs. And I grew up in the 80s, all the hair metal bands and thrash and all that stuff. And a lot of the rhythm stuff was fairly easy to play and had all the complex solos. So I just focused on learning all the riffs and playing rhythm guitar first, and learning whole songs and stuff. But I really just wanted to play Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen solos. But so I did what every kid back then did. I bought every issue of all the different guitar magazines for all the tablatures, and bought the tab books like Randy Rhoads tribute album and Appetite for Destruction and stuff like that. That's what I was into. So and before long, I started developing a pretty good ear, and I was able to learn songs by ear. So probably within the first year, I was beginning to solo. I didn't know any theory. I wasn't really improvising. I was just learning the riffs and licks from the tab books, and certainly I figured out some tricks and runs and stuff along the way. That I could play over different keys. So I'd learned solo for a song, and I knew it was in D, and I went, if I just slide this up 2 frets, now I'm in E. I can do it over a different song that's in E. So started adding to this bag of tricks pretty early. I think the first solo I learned was Love Song by Tesla, which just came out right then when I was learning, so it was fresh and new. Stuff like Crazy Train early on, and the intro to Hot for Teacher. That was stuff that sort of impressed on my buddies as I was, again, I hadn't been playing for very long. I was still in high school. Right. So, but probably like everybody, that age when it gets started, like I was completely consumed by it. I played hours every day. It's like all I thought about at school. I'd sit at my desk and daydream, and use my right wrist or a ruler as a fretboard under my desk, and I was just listening, playing the songs in my head, all day long, stretching my fingers out so I can make the long, 5 and 6 fret stretches, and I drew tabs in my notebooks in school, stuff like that. I was just completely consumed with it, man. So that's how I got my start.
Where did you go to school at?
I grew up in southwestern Pennsylvania, about 60 miles east of Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. All right. That's the Mid-Atlantic.
It is.
So that's cool. All right, man.
You had a few Permane Brothers sandwiches over the years, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's our stuff.
Are you a Steelers fan?
I'm a diehard Steelers fan, Penguins fan, Pirates fan. I know. I bet just everyone's tuning out right now after me saying that.
Rob Blake, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, now I know why he bought the damn guitar from Jack.
Our
feature
talk
guest Pittsburgh sports.
It was Rob Blake, episode 106, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Our buddy right, Jack McNutt is also from the area up there, so he's a fellow Yinzer, as we like to call ourselves.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Nah, that's cool, man. Old PA is a great state, man. It really is.
Yeah.
A lot of friendly folks in Pennsylvania.
We were, it's pretty rural, man. It's country from where I'm at. I'm not from the city. So, it wasn't much to do but drink beer in the woods and play guitar. So.
Keystone Light, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
A couple of Iron Cities if you're feeling saucy.
Yep. Rolling Rock if you're you're gonna go high class.
I like Rolling Rock back in the day.
Yeah.
I drank 32 of those.
They call that Pennsylvania Heineken.
Yeah.
That's right.
I drank 32 of those in one day and didn't get drunk. I was like, I can't drink this anymore.
And it tastes like piss, and it has the same effect as piss as well.
True
It doesn't
story.
get you drunk.
That's
Oh my
too
God,
funny,
that's
dude. That's too funny. Oh, shoot, man. All right, but dude, you're in 3 Days of Rain. Explain how you became to be a part of that band.
Yeah, it's I think I'm the only member of the band that's played every gig. The way it started was, my good buddy, he's actually a business partner. His name's Jeff King. He plays drums, and he and I were just jamming. And he moved into Calvert County where he lives now. And he said, "Hey, I got a couple neighbors. One plays guitar, one plays bass." Well, the one that played guitar was Jim Kobe.
Okay.
And the four of us just started jamming in the basement and making noise. I mean, there was no set list. We were just making a racket. And all of a sudden we said, "This isn't too bad. We might want to make this into something." And but I was doing all the singing and playing most of the leads, and it was it's a heavy duty. So we said, well, let's hire a singer. So we put out auditions, and we found Rob Lehman. He just answered the ad, and he came in, and within 5 minutes we were like, this is our dude, right? Obviously.
Right.
And he played guitar and played keyboard, and he just took us to a new level. And so we started getting out and gigging in 2010. I think July 3rd, 2010 was our first gig.
All right.
At a place called Tim and Al's in Chesapeake Beach. I think it's Abner's now. Then we had some lineup changes. Early on, first bass player didn't work out, so I had a couple bass players. Jeff was the drummer, like I said, and he quit pretty early on as well. He just had crazy life stuff going on, and so we went through a couple drummers, a couple bass players. Rick Zakutny and I, our GDR's drummer, he and I go way back. We were stationed together in the Air Force in South Carolina back in the early '90s. We didn't know each other. The funny thing is he was almost in the band that I was in. He was friends with our other guitar player, and that guy was trying to drag him into the band, and our singer found another drummer and just sort of unilaterally decided, we're going to go with my guy. And so Rick didn't get in the band, and he was in another band, and we were in rival bands. We would literally be playing gigs at the same time in two different bars in the same plaza, like competing with each other. And so fast forward a few years later, we're both stationed here in this area, and in DC. And he puts an ad out inside of the unit, some bulletin board, and I answered it. I went to his house, and we jammed. So just went upstairs and jammed. He played drums, I played guitar, and Carly was Carly made Chili Mac. That was the day I met Carly, and he started playing some tapes, like, hey, listen to some old stuff here, man. Stuff I recorded back in the day when I was in South Carolina. I'm like, I was in South Carolina. Where were you at? And so we started comparing notes. And he played this one tape he had recorded, and I instantly recognized the guitar on it as the other guitar player from my band in South Carolina. And I went, oh, man, you knew that guy. And then we closed the loop. We figured out who, like, you were in that band. I was in this band. And so that was in, like, the late 90s, like 97 maybe. Right. And a few years later, Rick and I formed a metal band. We actually were in a band called Chemical Comfort. But quick funny story there. We were originally called Kronos, and which I thought was a cool name. And we got sued. We got a menacing letter from a lawyer representing the Kronos Quartet, some string quartet out in California. So we changed the name. But yeah, it was like an all original metal band we were in. And then Rick got reassigned. He got transferred out west. So, we wound up replacing him, and I went on with that band. Anyway, fast forward a few years now, TDR's doing our thing. We need a drummer. Rick gets stationed back here. He's still in the Air Force at the time. And, when we needed a drummer, I was like, I know the guy. I've known this guy for years. So that's how Rick got in the band. And then eventually Steve Pence, Carly got in first. So Rob Lehman took a hiatus. He wanted to take a break, and that's when we brought Carly in the band. Then we found Steve Pence, and then we jammed one time at a party at my house, and Rob Lehman came over, and he got up and just sat in with us, and then we did some harmonies, and we went, ooh, that's pretty good right there. And then he got back in the band. The rest is history. The last 4 years or something like that. Nice. That's been the lineup.
Wow,
man,
listen to that. Cool. Got the history, the whole history here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the current lineup for the last few years is just amazing. You guys are a great unit, man.
Yeah, when you it feels like magical, you know. I mean, first of all, everybody loves each other. Like we're genuinely like friends, and we love each other. And you know, a lot of times there's tension and stuff in bands, and we just I don't know, we just gel. Now musically, like there's different tastes, and that finds its way in, and you know, we tend to sort of let the singers you know, bring in songs that they want to sing and stuff like that, and we're pretty open to it. And you know, what you get is everything from Kansas to Journey to, you know, to ABBA and B-52s and just, you know, country. We're all over the map, so it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. If you can make your singer comfortable, it's going to be a good, entertaining time.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yep.
You guys have a very diverse set, and the execution of the songs that you guys have it's pretty spot on, man. And
I appreciate
you
that.
guys are so much fun to watch, and you put the work in, it shows, and it's a great, entertaining time. So we're fans.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Appreciate it, man. We're just having fun up there, you know. I think that's what comes through.
That is true.
Yeah.
It does convey, and it shows. That's why I like it, because you guys can tell you're having a good time.
Yeah. Except for Jimmy, he looks bored all the time. I don't know. I think his eyes are rolled back in his head.
Usually Jimmy's like posted up behind the stage. You can't even see him, and he's back there just holding it down.
Yeah,
Just playing.
all the guitar sound you hear is him, though. He's the guy behind the curtain, you know.
Right. That's why I love him so much, because he doesn't want to be in the spotlight or up front, but he's solid. He's extremely solid, man. That guy, he's so great.
yeah.
So great.
Yep. Yep.
So what's up with live shows? Give us a breakdown. Where can we catch TDR at?
We're actually playing this Friday at Swan Point Yacht and Country Club. That's a new one for us. We've never played there. I think they're doing some sort of a summer concert series. They're trying to bring people in their community in, but it's open to the public as well. So we start at 7:30 there.
Yeah, that was on a 10-ounce 12-pack sampler.
You're gonna enjoy that. It's a great outdoor space.
Cool.
And it's
cool.
a lot of fun. A lot of people who live there just drive up on their golf carts and come hang out and check it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I aspire to be that person and just be in a golf cart drinking all day.
Me too, man. Me too.
July 3rd is actually a really cool gig. We're at Mama Lucia in Chesapeake Beach, and we play there a lot. But the 4th of July weekend show is always good. And this will be the third year we've done it. It's supposed to be when the fireworks are going off. And honestly, I'm not sure if the Chesapeake Beach is having them or not. When they do, it's an event. I mean, like everyone from all over the area comes down there to watch the fireworks over the bay, and the band sort of pauses and lets the fireworks go off and stuff. But but they put in this covered tent stage. They have an outdoor space as well. It's a patio, and it's right on the bay, and you just kind of look off to the right, and you can see the water.
Yeah, is Mama Lucia's like y'all's home base?
It's one of them. I would say between that and Toots. Those are probably the two places we play the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we give them each like 6 dates a year.
All right.
Wow.
Speaking of, July 10th we're at Toots.
Dates! Come see us at Dates!
We love that place. We absolutely love Toots. Lisa and Terry have been really good to us, and we have a lot of fun there.
They love you guys there too.
Yeah,
you guys get a great reception there every time, man.
This is a lot of the same faces every time, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine you guys will be outdoors for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. As long as it's not pissing rain.
Right.
Yep.
It won't be 3 days of rain coming through. Right?
Yeah, that's always not a very good joke when it rains out an outside gig for us.
Yeah,
it's happened plenty of times.
I'm sure you've heard them all.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we're at Seabreeze July 31st, and we've been rained out of that place a number of times. It seems like every year, once or twice we get rained out. But
wow.
Hope I didn't just jinx it. Yeah, that's what we got coming up though in the next month or so.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice
Sounds
little
great.
docket of shows. Do you have any other things cooking that you want to break or talk about?
I kind of do, actually.
Let's hear it, dude. We teased it earlier. We got the big hot news from what do you call him, Big Rob?
Big Rob.
Big Rob from TDR's got big news.
You
Let's
gotta
do
call
it.
him Big Rob because you got Rob Lehman and then you got Rob Blake. So
I got you.
Big Rob.
Yeah, you know why they call me Big Rob? Because I'm chubby.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Modern day tuna can, eh?
Yeah. So, Danny, is this we okay to break this tonight, man?
Yeah, we're here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let's do it. What better place, right? Yeah. So we're starting a new little acoustic trio jam, and it's gonna be me and your buddy there, Danny Alban, and Jack McNutt.
Oh,
Yeah. Breaking news.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
A new acoustic trio is hitting Southern Maryland.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So what's up?
Coming to you the summer of 2024.
That's how long it takes Jack to learn a song, though. That's why.
Oh,
Seriously,
He's
right?
not here to defend himself, poor bastard.
That's why we're fucking with them.
All right, so give me the details. Do we have a name for this thing yet?
We don't have a name for it. I got ideas.
All right. What are they? I'd like to hear it.
I've always liked the name El Kabong. Have you ever remember that cartoon Quick Draw McGraw? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The horse. Quick Draw McGraw, and his alter ego was El Kabong, the superhero, and he would take an acoustic guitar and smash bad guys in the head and go Kabong.
Like it. I like it.
I'm old enough to know that one. Yep.
I like 7 Beer Itch. That sounds kind of funny. Someone probably already came up with that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've always wanted to do something like name the band after a famous person, but change the spelling, like Phil Collins, all one word, like Phil Collins with a Z at the end.
That's
some stupid like that.
that one. I like that one.
That is actually, yeah.
Tequila Mockingbird, that's another one I came up with. Actually, my wife came up. I gotta give her credit for that, man. She came up with that one.
Is that what she likes to drink?
No, absolutely not.
No tequila.
The tequila.
No tequila. So, don't send that to, I'll drink it because I'm a hooker that way, but it's not my preference.
Nice.
These are great names, man. As Burt Reynolds said in Boogie Nights, those are great names.
Yeah.
I came up with one name years ago, and no one liked it. And then we didn't use it, but I wrote it all over I wrote it in every bathroom we ever played at.
Yeah, what was that?
I played in a lot of bathrooms, so it was ass gravy. It didn't go over well.
I'm gonna have to stew on that one, man.
So if you ever hit a bathroom somewhere and you see ass gravy was here, that was me.
Love it.
Little known fact, but
I always wanted to be in a band called Lefty Lucy, but we started to do something, me and Kobe and a couple other people, a couple years ago, and it didn't take off. But I don't know. We're gonna go with that name, Lefty Lucy. That's pretty cool.
I gotcha. So
Righty Tighty was taken. No, I like some of that. El Kabong is really good, dude.
It's funny, right?
Because it's relevant with an acoustic guitar. Getting smashed over someone's head.
right. Do you have any gigs lined up, or what's going on with this thing? How are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, no gigs. We're just getting started, man. We're just thinking of what the set list is going to look like. But I mean, I think we're looking to hit that, Sunday afternoon, or hit some of the dock bars on the weekends, and we'll probably start off though just hitting the open mics here pretty soon, just to get out and test the chops out, and, see if it takes.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
But Alban already said no country. You're not going to get any country out of this lineup.
No country in this lineup for me. That's my only time I put my foot down was like no country. Anything else goes. I'll play pop 80s. I'll play anything else.
I hear you, dudes. I hear you.
We'll be bringing you all the hits from Celine Dion and Madonna.
Yeah.
That's fine too. Don't think I won't.
Love it, dude. Well, I'm excited to see where this newfound trio goes. I'll be keeping an eye on it, and maybe we'll have Jack and Rob back on, and we'll just do a whole big thing when the first show's going down.
I love it.
So that'll be cool. That's a little tease to make y'all want to work.
Well, you have those two guys on and call. Let me know so I can listen in.
Yeah, right.
Call me and let me know.
Get you, dude. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, dude, that takes care of all the formal pleasantries.
Oh, wow.
And I'm glad that's out the way. This is a guitar show. We're at that point. I know Rob's got guitars. We call this the gear rundown, brother. Let's go over what you got, man. What do you play on? What's the brands? What's the model numbers? What do you got for the Gurus tonight?
Well, I just bought a new axe. Danny talked about it earlier. Just a couple weeks ago from Island Music, man, I got this PRS Dusty Waring SC24 custom Floyd Rose. It's your sort of your standard SC24 custom, but it's got the Floyd Rose. The Dusty Waring's the guitar player from Between the Buried and Us, I think is the name of the band. I don't know, they're like a prog metal band.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't buy it because it's his signature model. I just fell in love with the guitar. I mean, it's beautiful. So it's got maple top, maple fretboard. It's like this kind of like a tobacco type finish, but it's all matte. It's not polished.
Right.
I just absolutely love the maple fretboard on it. This is my new number one, right? So it's got two custom humbuckers. It's a 5-way switch, so you can switch between the two humbuckers or single coil for each one, or split the two. What else? I just get a ton of tones out of it, and playing with 3 Days of Rain, all the different stuff that we play. I got to get everything from sort of a heavy high gain sound to kind of almost a strat through an AC type of tone. So I need the range of tones, and this thing really definitely delivers, man. So I'm absolutely in love with it.
Cool.
So my other main guitar, in our last gig, I literally brought this guitar, set it out, and didn't touch it, and I felt like I needed to apologize to it at the end of the night. I have an Ibanez Prestige. It's an S5470Q. It's kind of I don't want to call it a rare guitar, but they're hard to find. They didn't have, it wasn't a huge run.
Right.
So when people started looking for them, they really struggled to find them. And I happened to find one online and snagged it. So, what can I tell you about that thing? It's got the Ibanez Zero Resistance 2 locking trim on it, so it's kind of like a Floyd Rose, but it's the Ibanez version.
Right.
Really cool though, because it's got the knob on the back that you turn to adjust the tremolo coil tension instead of using a screwdriver. So it's easy to set it up and stuff. But the coolest thing about this thing is that the body is really thin at the edge. Like when you flip that thing on its side, it can't be more than a half an inch at the edge. And then, it gets fatter in the middle for tone. But it's light, it's in a typical Ibanez, sort of really thin neck. So, it's an absolute shredder of a guitar. And, the humbucker, single coil humbucker configuration and 5-way switch. So, again, get all the tones out of it. And I should mention, I use the shit out of the whammy bar. So, whatever I play on stage, with 3 Days of Rain, I need that.
Right.
Which is why I have some other great guitars at home that I don't really take out.
Exclusive side. What do you got?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get some insight here, man. well, the one I'll mention before I go too deep into the repertoire is I also have this Line 6, the JTV 89 Variax. So again, I'm not a huge fan of the guitar as far as the tone and feel of the guitar. It's just the functionality, twist a knob and it goes from an acoustic to a Les Paul, or it changes tunings and stuff. And I use it for a few songs. Like we played The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, and that's got a weird tuning, and I'm able to, just twist a knob and then flip over to standard tuning for the solo and stuff like that. So,
that's cool.
So, it's got a function.
Yeah.
But the ones I have at home, I've got a mid-90s Les Paul Studio Plus that, this is probably my favorite guitar I've ever owned. It's got 498T pickups, they're really hot. So, this is a metal Les Paul guitar.
Right.
It's got a beautiful quilted top, like tobacco finish. It's got gold hardware. I actually got it in Hot Licks in Waldorf probably in 97, maybe 96, 97.
Wow.
Back before they moved to Old Washington Road, when they were up on 301.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bought it from Gene Quaid, and Harley Madison was in there too. I think Harley's the one to put it in my hand, but Gene was, I think, manager of the store.
Yeah.
Mike Stacy worked in there too back then. It was like an all-star lineup, Maryland Musical All-Stars in there.
Yeah, it was.
And I moved to Maryland in 96, and so that's the first thing I did was I sought out the local music store, and I went in and just fell in love with the store and befriended those guys. So they sort of drugged me into the local scene. I got to start to learn about who was who in the zoo in the area.
Right.
But yeah, I bought a lot of gear from those guys.
As we all did back then.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah, everyone went there. Right? That was the place to go.
This was great. It's great hearing you say that. It's bringing back memories for me and Dan at this moment right now. Like, wow.
Yeah, and not to get off on a tangent, but I just wrote a review for Island Music, and I'm really ashamed to say that I hadn't set foot in that place until I bought this guitar. And that place is just nuts, man. I mean, they just have a huge selection of stuff, and it's our boy Jack in there, and Keith and the whole team in there are just awesome. So that's my new home, right?
Right.
Exactly.
But gear, so I got an 80s, like a late 80s model Fender American Strat. It's gunmetal gray, standard, Strat hardware. Great guitar, but I just, it doesn't have all the different tones that I need to play out. So I pick it up and play it at home. That's probably one I practice on a lot with at home. Another one that's really cool. I got this Ernie Ball Axis. So I don't know if you remember, like in the early 90s, Eddie Van Halen had the Ernie Ball model.
Right.
For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge that time. So it's basically, he took his name off the guitar. They kept making it and they called it the Axis. So it's that guitar. I think I got it in maybe 2012, 2013. I actually played it with TDR for a while. But it's a short scale guitar, and it's kind of unique. And the trim isn't floating, so like it rests back against the body, so I can't yank back on it, make all the big squeals and stuff. So I migrated away from it. The last one I'll tell you about is I got this. It's a 90s, like mid 90s or early 90s era Ibanez RG 650, and you guys know I love Ibanez. So,
Right.
But I was in the Air Force and I was in Okinawa, and I needed a new guitar for a band that I was getting into. This was probably around '94. So I went out in the market in Okinawa, like Japan. Bought a Japanese guitar from a Japanese guitar store. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's a solid mid-level, guitar. It's got the Floyd Rose and the standard Ibanez pickups from that area and stuff. So served me well. I've sort of outgrown it, but it made plenty of TDR appearances over the years, and I played that in multiple bands. So it's hanging on the wall. I rarely pick it up now. I got a couple acoustics as well. I've got a 1990 Alvarez that my parents bought me. That thing's special to me. Just all the memories from that stuff. But I got a Taylor 524 CE. I got that a couple years ago, and it's Koa top. It's a gorgeous guitar. And I got one of those Tonewood amp things. You guys familiar with that? That thing that like attaches to the back of the guitar, and you plug it in, and basically it takes the vibrations from the guitar, puts effects on it, and it spits out like effects out through the hole of the guitar. So like you strum it, and all of a sudden you hear like delay, but there's no amplifier. It's just coming out the hole of the guitar. Have you ever seen that?
Wow.
No.
Yeah, check that out, man. A Tonewood amp, it's called. They're actually pretty reasonably priced, right? $200-$300, something like that. It's wicked cool. So yeah, it's great for the bonfires and when I'm entertaining the neighbors and stuff like that.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So that'll be the new guitar. That'll be the guitar album that will be, it'll be making an appearance in the new acoustic trio. That one's going to make its first appearance in public here.
Can't wait.
That's
as far
awesome.
as amps and stuff go, I've got a couple of amps, but TDR goes direct into the board, so
Right.
we use pedal board. You guys know that. So, but I have a couple of great amps at home. I've got a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier that just a killer amp. I used it in a metal band back in the day, and used it in TDR originally, the first couple of years as well. And it just makes too much noise. It's too much stage volume. So
Yeah.
it sits pathetically in a corner, and every once in a while I plug into it just for shits and giggles. But I got a Marshall valve state. It's a VS 265. Probably like a late 90s, like 97. I think it's probably when I got that from Hot Licks from Gene. It's one of those mostly digital, but it's got a tube preamp. So there's like one tube in it just to give it the that Marshall tube tone.
Right.
That's 65 watts, two 12-inch speakers, built-in reverb and chorus. 3 channels. It's a rocker of a combo amp, and I've used that live a few times as well with these guys. So the pedal boards, I was using a pod, a Line 6 pod HD 500X. And if you guys have played with those, and a lot of people use the Helix now, it's sort of the next generation. They're great, right? They're great. You can get every kind of amp sound imaginable out of it, and really dial in the tone and switch between them, and go between a a rectifier, like a Mesa Boogie type sound, or a Marshall to an AC sound, to an acoustic sound just by stepping on a pedal. So really cool functionality. But I just upgraded just a few months back. I got a Kemper, the Profiler stage, which is the floor model version. They have like a amp head version, but it's just on the floorboard, and this thing's unfriggin' believable. If you think of it, it can do it. And I've only scratched the surface on what it can do, but I mean, the tone is just incredible out of this thing, man.
Right.
So again, TDR plays a wide range of stuff, so I got to be able to do different things. But we play Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, and that's got that swell and like envelope filter effect on it that Lindsey Buckingham used. Like, right. I got that dialed in perfectly. Different AC 30 tones, stuff like Steely Dan, stuff like that. We play. We played Good Times, Bad Times by Zeppelin, and Jimmy Page uses a Leslie, that sort of chorusy rotator sound. Got that dialed in, so that thing's a beast, and I absolutely love it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'd share with you is I've got a handful of pedals that I use, and I've gone back and forth over the years between being sort of a purist amp guy with stomp boxes to the multi-effects things, but I do have a couple of pedals I use in addition to the Kemper. One's an Electro Harmonix Mel 9, which is a really cool little pedal. It makes the guitar sound like a violin or a saxophone, and a few other kind of instruments like that. So we play Dancing Queen by ABBA, and I make my guitar sound like a violin. It's really cool. And then I have this wah pedal that I love. It's an Ibanez Weeping Demon. It's got a couple cool features. One is, most wah pedals you gotta step on, toe it down and step on the button, right? To make it engage. This one, it uses, I don't know if it's an electric eye or it's just, whatever. It just automatically comes on. So it's spring loaded. The thing always is in the toe up position, and then as soon as you step on that thing, the wah engages. So and then as soon as you're done using it, you just take your foot off, and it spring loads it back to the toe up position, turns off the wah, and you just walk away from it. So
that's cool.
The other thing is it's got a bunch of knobs, so you can really dial in like the range of the wah, which is another frustrating thing for a lot of people. Some wah pedals don't have the range that they need. So anyway, I love it. They quit making it. I don't know why, because it's an awesome pedal. Actually, oddly enough, the battery case on the thing, the hinge broke on it, and I'm like holding it together with duct tape basically for shows. And I just found one used online, so I just ordered it. I should probably tell my wife that.
Gotta have it for parts, man. You never know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that because I didn't tell my wife. She's gonna find out when she hears this on Thursday.
Yeah, well,
just tell her don't listen to the show.
There you go. I'm not gonna get to 25, guys.
He's trying to get Beat Paradox, dude. So that's worthy for that.
Yeah. However many people we were gonna have, it's gonna be one less now.
Damn.
She ain't gonna miss Big Rob.
No, she ain't.
Don't hide the purchases of the equipment.
That's good advice, kids.
The trades are easy. Hey, where'd that come from? Oh, did you see that other thing that was here? No, because I traded it. Didn't cost me anything.
I just like the conversation. I've never seen that before. Where'd that come from?
You take the thing out of the closet you swore you traded.
That's evil, man.
Do not listen to me.
That's evil. I would never do that to my wife.
There's a reason why I've been divorced 8 times.
Lord, man, that's awesome. That sounds like some big frustrations.
Yeah. Good segue.
Yeah,
Mr.
good
Archer.
segue. Yeah, dude. So what's your big frustrations in live performances? You've been playing 20 plus years. What's the bitch of the night in Big Rob's world?
Oh man, there's any number of things that can be a pain in the butt. But for me, like around here, we playing outside. We play outside in the summertime, and those are fun gigs, right? They're fun venues and stuff. But as a guitar player, like the guitar tuning gets wonky. The heat and the humidity, and gets sand in your gear. I always say, like, every time we play at Seabreeze, I take a little piece of it away with me. It's like half the sand from the beaches in my gear. There's always the threat of rain. And I won't rehash the story. Like, Carly's been on here before telling the story of us getting just absolutely thrashed by rain at Seabreeze one time. So, those are frustrations. We run our own sound at our gigs, most of them anyway. And I have some of those duties. Rob Lehman's really the expert in the band, but it's my sound system, and I do a lot of the adjusting and troubleshooting. So, when you're doing that, and you're trying to play and perform, and you get out front and listen to see if everything sounds okay. Sometimes we're fighting feedback and making adjustments while we're trying to perform. That can be frustrating too.
Yep.
Beyond that, it's just the stuff that you guys probably hear frequently from other people, like, someone drunk spills a beer into your gear. A big one is people dancing close because, we play in small venues. So
yeah, they fall into the band.
Absolutely. Bumping microphone, chipping tunes.
Face. Right, exactly.
Or fall face first into a floor monitor.
Or they grab a mic and start singing without,
that's another one too.
Terrible,
we always talk about the community around here, and when you see someone from another band out there, it's kind of common courtesy. You invite people to come up to play. Sometimes it's too many, right? There's 10 people out there in other bands, and you're like, can't get to everybody tonight. But it's courtesy. But for some people, it's kind of an expectation. And I know when I show up to see other bands, I'm kind of like, a lot of times, like, nah, I'm good. I'm here to see you guys.
I'm taking the night off, motherfucker.
I always say the same thing. Hey, it's y'all's show, not mine, man.
That's
I'm
right.
good.
Yeah.
I'm here to watch y'all play. Just do your thing.
Yeah.
But
then get a couple Jaeger bombs in me, and then I change my mind.
Exactly, and then it's like, shit.
All right, I'm playing, bitch.
I'm tired of you asking. Okay, fine, I'll do one. Yeah. But
I love it.
you guys do have a lot of courtesy with that. But I'm talking about, like, I've been in situations where, like, a drunk person grabs a mic and starts singing. Like, not someone from another band, but it's just like, whoa,
Just
hold
a
on, man.
straight up drunk.
If you want to have a show, do the work and book your own show.
Yeah. That might be a headbutt. Involved in that one.
There could be a headbutt.
That ain't shit. I had a drunk come up to me the other day and say, "Where's the other side of the road?" I said, "It's over there, motherfucker." He said, "That's funny. I was just over there. They said it was over here."
That's a good joke. I mean, a little bit of a dad joke.
It's crazy in here. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
You know who takes the run of that stuff in our band is Rob Lehman. I mean, this guy is so unlucky when it comes to this stuff. I mean, he's had his keyboard knocked over and broken.
Damn. That sucks.
Good old Rock and Rob getting
that
destroyed.
sucks because he doesn't get reimbursed for that, It's just like, somebody knocks his shit over, it's not, you can, like, they're not going to pay for it.
Right.
They're going to get kicked out or something.
That's exactly right. And I mean, he literally bought a new keyboard because, one, after it took a couple spills from that, it just stopped working. So, yeah.
Damn, that sucks, man.
But
Because, like, with a guitar, you can always kind of just swing to the left a little bit and hit somebody with the headstock without anybody noticing.
It's a weapon. Yeah, it's actually a weapon.
It's a stage move. You don't even know. It's like, bam, swinging around. They're on the floor. It's like, I don't know what happened, dude. They're drunk. But a keyboard, that comes over. That's chaos, man.
Yeah. We were at Seabreeze, I think it was last summer. Some poor girl, she was just having a good time. She was had a little too much to drink. She was dancing and she fell down in the sand, and she decided to start throwing sand up in the air, and it was just going over her head and right onto the stage. And of course, 100% of it went right onto Rob's keyboard, just sand splashed into the keys.
Damn.
And we had to stop the song and stuff. But
Poor guy.
with that, it's just people having fun for the most part, right? So, they got her up, and the security guy came over. He's like, "Do you want us to get rid of her?" I'm like, "Nah, man, just take her back 10 feet."
Get her a coffee. Get her a coffee.
She's fine. She's having fun.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, those outdoor gigs are definitely very challenging, man, for a lot of reasons. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow, dude. What an awesome night hanging out with Big Rob. Big Rob.
You know it, man.
Not Rock and Rob, Big Rob.
Don't ever call me that again.
All right, hey, man, y'all got too many damn Robs in the band.
There might be one too many. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one. I'll let you guys decide.
We like both. It's just like, I mean, we ran into this problem a long time ago, and a good friend of us named Rob, we actually named Frank. So his nickname was Frank's because we had two Robs. Remember that?
It's so easy.
Yeah, so you could be the Frank of the band.
Okay, I can be Frank.
Frank.
Oh, man.
I can be Frank.
Frank Blake.
If I can be Frank, you can be whoever you want to be.
If I'm going to do that, I'm going to come up with like a porn name or something, though, man. I'm going to be like Mike Honcho or something like that.
Yes. You got it, dude. You have to.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That, like, we could be like the Ramones, but we all have porn names instead of like Dee Dee Ramone or Joey Ramone.
You're
We could
on
all
to
have
something,
the-
man.
Yeah, I could be like Dan Jeremy, and you could be Rob Jeremy.
I love it. You're on to something. The name of the band's got to be something porn related.
I'm in. Ass Gravy, Volume 2.
I tell you what we do for all the people that are listening in on the chat. Like, start coming in with some band name ideas. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah. there
Porn
you go.
related.
Porn related band names.
And we'll take them into consideration, and we'll have a vote. And whoever wins, you get the honors of yeah. I'm in. Let's do that. That's fun.
I love it.
All right. Great.
Dude, you could put a little Star Wars twist on it. The Mando-Whorian.
Oh,
That's a good way to get sued by George Lucas, I think, man.
yeah. We got to be careful with that one.
Hey, that means they knew you about your band. How cool is that?
That's
Yeah.
valid. That's valid.
Yeah, right?
These are the
Dude,
Mando-Whorians.
the Mando-Whorian.
Mando-Whorian.
The Mando-Whorian.
I love it. That's at the top of the list now, man.
Yeah,
That's the front runner.
The Mando-Whorians. out man-hoeing on Sundays at the vineyards.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
man. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, that's
that'd be,
good stuff.
That'd be freaking fun, man. Anyway,
Pull our peckers out and we'll say, this is the way.
Yes!
This is the way. I don't consent. This is the way.
This is the way.
Nah, see, I don't condone that kind of behavior. I'm sorry.
Dude, this is cool,
This is
man.
the way. Rob, you are the man, sir.
Dude, we're going to have so much fun, man. We're going to have so much fun.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. Having a good time and having fun, man.
Yep, and
You
dude,
know.
and guess what, man? We've come to the biggest part of the interview, man. This is
Oh.
the coolest part.
I'm intimidated.
Yeah, so better watch out, dude. See how quick the time went by tonight, man? Just like that. Boom.
We did go by
Love it.
quick.
Right, man. So, dude, Rob, Big Rob, we're to the point of the show where I get to go best gig, worst gig. You can answer in any order you like, but you gotta answer both. What do you have for the Guitar Gurus tonight, my friend?
I knew this was coming, man. I knew this was coming because this is the staple question of the show, right?
That's right. That's right.
And I also know that you've had other members of TDR on here, so I thought, I don't want to rehash any of that stuff. So I'm gonna go with some non-TDR best and worst gig stories.
Now that's solid because that's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
So I'm ready.
You are delivering.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, best gig was what non-TDR was. I was in this metal band, Chemical Comfort, like I mentioned. It was in the early 2000s. And we were playing in the like the Baltimore metal scene up there. If you know anything about that stuff at that time, it's all original. They hate covers. It's a lot of young kids. So you got your 18 to 21 year olds. Then they're bringing 18 to 21 year olds with them, and a lot of them are not drinking and stuff like that. So we were a little bit older, later, deeper in our 20s, and a couple guys in the band were in the military. And we just had a lot of buddies and stuff that would come follow us around and see us. So wherever we went, a lot of times the bar owners liked us because we brought people that actually drank. And there'd be 3, 4, or 5 bands on the bill because you got 45 minutes or an hour worth of material. That's all the songs you've written at this point. So it's a lot of fun, playing in that scene. But we picked up in one particular place. It's called Thunderdome. And I think it closed in like 2005. But you remember that place?
I do.
Yeah, it was a great venue, man. It was kind of one of the bigger venues in the area. Kind of like Jackson, Springfield, that kind of thing. They had their own sound guys, front of house guy and monitor guy and stuff like that. It was really a lot of fun to play there. So we played there a few times and had a good showing. And the owner says, "Hey, how'd you guys like to open up for Overkill?" So and not everybody listened to my name. Overkill was one of those 80s metal bands. You know, they were you'd see them every Saturday night on Headbangers Ball on MTV.
Right.
You know, Hello from the Gutter. You know, I love those guys, right? So I was like, you got to be kidding me. Those guys are still together and they're going to play with in front of that. That's awesome. So yeah, we opened up for them, and that place holds, I don't know, a couple thousand people. And I think at the time we played, you know, there were still people coming in the door. There was a line out the door, people with tickets. You know, it's one of those gigs you had to sell tickets for, you know, $25 a ticket and all that kind of stuff. You're really selling tickets to see Overkill. But yeah, I mean, we played probably the biggest crowd I've ever played to. You know, 800, 1,000 people, I think. You know, and they were trickling in. And then by the time we were done, you know, Overkill's about to come on. There's 2,000 people at this place. It's just mashed, and it was just the most energy and the most fun I've ever had, and it was fun to open up for a cool band like that.
That's great,
I bet, man.
So that's the best gig. Worst gig, also with that band, I just described what the scene is like, that they hate the covers and all that stuff. So there was another venue called How Daddy's in Baltimore. I think it was in like the Brooklyn area of Baltimore. And it's like a converted row house. It's a pretty small little thing, but you know, it's like a townhouse. It's, you know, split foyer type thing.
Yeah.
So you come in on the top floor, and that's where the bar is, and then you go down steps to get to the stage where the band's played. And it was just a big rectangle, and there was, you know, the stage on one end was elevated, you know, 4 feet up in the air, whatever. And it was a pain in the ass to load in. You had to go down the steps and shit. And but it was a fun place, and we had a lot of fun gigs there, good crowd. But again, they hated the covers, and so you go in and you play your 45 minutes, and if you snuck in, we always had a couple covers up our sleeve in case, you know, somebody wanted to play longer or something, right? And that band, the way I would describe us is, you know, again, Rick Zakutny was the first drummer in that band. We were really into the Tool, Alice in Chains, and it was just sort of a, you know, mix of, you know, we had the different time signatures. So it wasn't like a lot of speed, thrashy type stuff. It was more the sort of the heavy, you know, more progressive with the time signatures and stuff like that. But the dark harmonies and chord progression is kind of like Alice in Chains too. So fun band. But anyways, we're playing at How Daddy's, and we're either the last band or maybe the next to last band on the bill. We get there early. We you know, backline our equipment on the stage and stuff, and then we go upstairs, and our whole crowd's with us, a bunch of military dudes and stuff, and we're sitting at the bar, and the owner of the place, Hal, is tending bar, and he's again expressing like, I love it when you guys come because you bring people that actually buy booze. And so we start shooting Jaeger, and we drink so much of it that he's running low, and he says, have you guys ever tried Jaeger mixed with 151? Remember that fun stuff? Like, you know, it's like grain alcohol. I don't think you can buy it anymore, right? It's like grain alcohol. I couldn't imagine mixing those two things. I did it. But that was the concoction that he started serving us. And we started doing them, and it was like, do one, do another. And he ran out of Jaeger. And he was so happy that he had people there drinking. He left the bar, went across the street to a liquor store, and bought a bottle of Jaeger to come back for us. So while he's gone, and we're sitting there, me and the other guys in the band said, I wonder if we can play hammered. Like, how hammered can we play? Let's test this theory tonight, right? You always have a couple drinks, a couple beers or something like that to get loose, but never too sloppy, because me personally, man, I turn into two left hands when I drink too much. So yeah, we got really boogered up, and you know, to cut to the chase, now it's our turn. We get on stage, and I knew it was going to be bad before we even started, because our bass player was our lead singer, and he's getting ready to step up to the mic for the first song, and he kicks the mic off the stage and falls into the crowd, makes a racket, starts feeding back, and he's standing over there pointing at the thing, and he's laughing like this, like, I'm like, oh my god, he's blitzed, I'm blitzed, everybody's blitzed, I don't know how we're going to survive this. Boom, to get the mic back on stage, and we start playing. Like I said, some of our stuff was kind of intricate, you know, the time signatures and the crazy, you know, progressions and stuff. And we're struggling. We're struggling to, you know, to sort of stay in time and catch all the changes and stuff and look at each other. And so after, you know, I don't know, maybe 3-4 songs or something, we said we got to play something that's a little bit easier. And we decided to throw in a cover, which, again, you know, it's against the law up there. And so the cover that we decided to play was Possum Kingdom by Toadies, which isn't a particularly heavy song.
No.
This is a metal crowd. I mean, so we strike the first chord, and they start booing. Like it's a revolt, right? It's mutiny. And so people start booing at us and stuff, and we're just trying to get our way through it. And I sing, I was singing the song, so we just say screw it, and let's drive through, and we're playing, and at some point there's a departure. Like the song, it's like verse, chorus, and then there's a bridge. Well, I think after the first chorus, I think the second verse, I sang the third verse or something. I was getting the verses mixed up, and it caused the other guys in the band to go to the bridge, and I thought we were coming back to a verse, and we were all playing different parts. I mean, it was it was a total cacophony, right? Just a shit show. And we looked at each other, and we're trying to figure out how to get back on track, and eventually we literally stopped in the middle of the song. They're booing us, and some kid in the back goes, "You suck!" We tried to recover, so we played one more of our originals, but they literally just booed us the whole time. It was 10 minutes of booing, and so we shut it down. We were like, we're done. Thanks, everybody. Off we went, and we went back upstairs. Like we packed out, and we went upstairs to the bar, and there's Hal, and he goes, "I like the last song you guys played. That was pretty cool. Do you guys want another drink?"
Oh my God.
He just wanted to sell us booze. It was totally his fault. But yeah, I mean, getting basically booed off the stage is the worst experience I've ever had.
Totally his fault.
It was in Brooklyn, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, at a townhouse called Hal Daddy's.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was going up there, to eat at Five Guys or anything the next day, so no one was going to see me again.
Exactly.
Right. Wow, dude, that's awesome.
We proved a point, though, right?
Yeah. You found out how much you could play when how drunk you were.
Wow.
Like, zip that shit. That's how much.
That's
Zippo Zappo zero.
Zippy. Yes. Well, dude, Rob, man, this has been awesome tonight, man.
Hell
this
yeah,
is
buddy.
Cool.
Loved it, man.
Yeah, we're going to keep tabs on you and Alban and Jack and the acoustic trio. Definitely going to keep track of TDR like always.
Of course.
But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you coming on tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, keep an eye out for the Mando-Whorians and
The Mando-Whorians.
The Mando-Whorians. I love it, dude. I love it. I hope y'all use that.
And
that's the good stuff.
El Kabong Spectacular.
Yes.
I love it.
That's the name, man. I'm hip.
Hell yeah.
Did anything before we let Rob go?
I just want to thank Big Rob.
You did it too?
You did it at Rocktoberfest 2 years ago, and I said, get your shit straight.
That's exactly right. And if I remember correctly, we restarted the segment.
Right. I said, dude, man, get your shit straight. You're like, oh, now I did it.
Yep.
That's because, I played golf with Rob Lehman and stuff. I've hung out with the guy. He's a great dude. So I just get you guys, I love you guys. But I got to say, you're the only one that actually sends us pictures of you drinking poolside with your guru's chalice.
Yes.
And I love that shit. That makes me happy. It's shit like that makes it worthwhile for us.
That's where I make my vodka tonics, man.
My man.
Love it. I love it.
So thanks again, brother, for doing this. It's been a great time tonight.
Thank you guys for everything you do, man. I love it. Love the show. So happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
All right, brother. Well, dude, from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you, and we'll check you later, Rob.
See you, boys.
All right,
Take
man.
care.
All right.
Peace.
Rob Blake.
That's right, man. Big Rob from 3 Days of Rain and the soon-to-be Mando-Whorians and
and the El Kabong special.
Love it.
Yeah, we don't know if that's going to be the thing, but
It's going to be awesome.
it's pretty funny, though.
Woo, what a night, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm worn out, man.
Shit. This one went a little long tonight.
I thought we were going to be done like 20 minutes ago.
Nah, hey, man.
It kept going, dude. I loved it, though.
Rob likes talking about gear. He's got a lot of it.
That he does, man.
That's
he
what
does.
it's about. It's all about. Let's
Dude.
run this bitch down. What do you say?
Yeah, man. First up, you stepped in for David Higgins at the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the Beat. You did the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler. Awesome job.
Oh, thank you.
Then we cruised into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. There's that awesome PRS SE Zach Myers signature guitar, semi-hollow, $829, man.
$829
with a gig bag.
Right there at Island Music.
That's right. After that, we had Sean Kirkpatrick on from More. We chronicled another week in Sean's life.
Yep.
That was thoroughly entertaining and always worth a listen. Then we took a quick break. Played our commercial set for Christopher Lane Tattoos. If you're in the market for some tattooing, give Chris a call. He'll take care of you.
Yep.
And then we got Cooper Construction for site maintenance solutions. Cooper Construction, they're doing work at my house right now.
That's correct.
And you see it. So
I do see the results.
that's it, man. So that's what we had. Then we came back. We had Big Rob Blake, 3 days of rain.
My man.
On the phone. Broke news about the new acoustic trio, named to be determined. But I'm pushing for the Mando-Whorians. I think that's awesome. So we'll see what happens. But wow, dude, that was episode 106, man.
In the books.
Woo!
And as we always do, we will keep on continuing to bring you our best content possible in the local music scene.
That's right, man. Because we're the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus.
Yeah, of course we can.
Of course we can.
We're the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus.
We're the #1 rated music talk radio program in Southern Maryland.
That's correct.
Speaking of that, I'm ready to get out of here, man. I am absolutely 100% spent.
Yeah, we're taking a week off, getting into a longer episode. It'll run you out quick,
Yep,
man.
real quick. All right, dude. Thank everybody out there. We will be back next week. Stay tuned for all the updates and everything. Thank everyone for tuning in all for the past couple years. It's been super rad, but from the Guitar Gurus, we'll check you next week. You got anything else?
Support local music, support local venues, be good to each other, be safe out there.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you next week. Peace.